everyone, and welcome to episode 108 of my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play series, where today we are continuing the story of Living World Season 1. And I am super excited to play through this new episode of the season. And also, if you do ever hear anything in the background, my fiance and I recently adopted a brand new dog who is adorable, but there might be some sounds from the dog on top of all the bird sounds and wind chime sounds and everything else that people have heard throughout my videos. But let's go ahead and come into my story journal here, down into Living World Season 1, where we have completed Flame and Frost and Sky Pirates. So partway through Clockwork Chaos, which is next, we're going to be halfway done with Living World Season 1. Queen Jennah announces a new celebration in Divinity's Reach, but strange machinations are afoot. And we got an official letter for the story chapter, The Opening Ceremony. You are formally invited to the Jubilee Opening Ceremony. Her Majesty Queen Jennah of Kryta is pleased to open her city to you in celebration of 10 years of her gracious rule. By the will and command of the Queen, hot air balloons stand at the ready across Tyria to convey celebrants and well-wishers to Divinity's Reach, the capital of the Kryta nation. Festivities will commence with Her Majesty's dedication of the Crown Pavilion, built on the former site of the Great Collapse in Divinity's Reach. Within this new edifice, ceremonial contests will be staged for her subjects to commemorate humanity's triumph over adversity. May the six gods watch over you, and may they continue to bless the benevolent Queen of Kryta. This is very exciting because this mentions the Great Collapse, which was a notable part of Vanilla Guild Wars 2 and Divinity's Reach, and then they decided to take what was basically not really usable part of Divinity's Reach and to turn it into what we are about to experience. And what we are about to experience is actually part of a festival that we will be experiencing in the future as well, which I'll highlight in a dedicated episode as my first festival that I explore of the 6 Guild Wars 2 festivals. But let's go ahead, head over to Divinity's Reach, where we have the Crown Pavilion here, which we did explore a little bit of when I came to Divinity's Reach for the first time so long ago. And we will be returning to Divinity's Reach a few times throughout Guild Wars 2's story. It's a pretty big and important part of Guild Wars 2. But we have Lord Farron up here, who we can chat with.
I'm glad my finest finery came back from the haberdashers in time. The city has never looked better either. Laughing children, proud fathers, alluring mothers. Even the seraph seem dapperer. Though that's probably due to the conspicuous absence of the Ministry Guard. And I don't blame the Queen one bit for excluding them. Their numerous corruption scandals and enmity for the seraph would have definitely put their stink on the Queen's special day.
Can I go now, my lord? My husband and children will be worried about me.
Husband? Drat. Yes, by all means, do get back to him. No point in wasting any more of our time, eh?
Lord Farron, where he says, quite the gala affair here, isn't it? We can ask about the opening ceremony, and then we can also ask him about the Queen's Jubilee in general, 10 years of Queen Jennah's rule, which is a very, very big thing. But we have this right here, the opening ceremony, where we can go ahead and actually enter into the Crown Pavilion, which really quickly, if we come right over here, and if we look down here, we can see that there is some stuff down there that we cannot normally enter unless it is the festival, but we can do the story that basically takes place at the festival, which we can do the story year-round, but the festival only happens for 3 weeks every year. The opening ceremony, and we can see Rox and Bram, and we have some very interesting characters here on the left. And as we load in, we can look up to see where we were earlier, and we can see that there's a lot of stuff in here, and where this is a very, very interesting area because we can see the Crown Pavilion is split into 6 different sections, and each section represents one of the different races that are basically like hostile forces to humanity. We're a really interesting one, and this will be more interesting once we come to the festivals. Right over here we have an entire area dedicated to ogres, where ogres are definitely a decent threat to humanity, especially in the Fields of Ruin. But let's go ahead and come over this way towards the central arena gate, where we can enter the central arena itself.
Welcome one and all to Divinity's Reach, and welcome to the newly opened Crown Pavilion. As the city celebrates my 10th year as Kryta's monarch, we also celebrate the resilience of the human spirit. Since my coronation, humanity has withstood test upon dreadful test, yet it endures. We endure, and we always shall. We reclaimed the Great Collapse and made it a gathering place, an arena to celebrate humanity's fighting spirit. I hereby present the Watch Knights, my gift to Divinity's Reach, and a symbol of our renewed bonds of community, duty, and shared destiny.
So here we
Join
have
us
a
in the
Watch
arena
Knight.
for a demonstration of the Watch Knight's martial skill as they are tested by Kryta's finest champions. If you have the strength and the will, step forward and become part of Kryta's bold new future.
Look at this place. Some say the humans are at the end of their rope, but you never guess it.
I think that's the point, to demonstrate how well humanity is doing despite all their challenges. They're bringing in people from all over the world to show how tough they still are. They even invited Ritlock to be the Black Citadel's emissary, but he opted to send me instead. I hope the Queen isn't offended.
Don't worry, you brought me along. Two of us is way better than one Ritlock.
Shh, it's bad luck to slur your commanding officer, especially when I'm trying to get into his warband.
It is cool to see them here, and then we can go and chat with Queen Jennah. But the Watch Knight is really cool looking. It kind of reminds me of like the steam creatures out on Lornar's Pass, but with a lot more of a human flair. And a very interesting thing that we are going to see in a second is, while they are kind of like clockwork themed, we are going to see that they can use or have other individuals use on them some mesmer magic to make them appear as a different type of enemy, which is really cool. But here's Queen Jennah, where I can go ahead and say that I will test the Watch Knight's medal.
Your Majesty, as a captain of the Seraph and your personal champion, I will stand for Kryta. If it pleases your Majesty, let me test the Watch Knights alone. Let them prove their ability to protect your kingdom as well as I have.
An excellent notion, Captain. Clear the arena of all other contestants and begin.
The Queen has spoken. All other contestants, please clear the arena. Captain Thackeray alone will prove the Watch Knight's medal.
So I guess let's go ahead and go back here where Logan is trying to take my day away from me.
For this demonstration, we've added a special cosmetic change to the Watch Knights. Captain Thackeray has fought all manner of foes on our behalf. Now, Captain, are you ready to face them all?
I am ready to do whatever Her Majesty commands.
Then behold, with a touch of mesmer magic, the Watch Knight can represent the most dangerous and driven of our foes.
Okay, not what I was expecting, but it doesn't matter. The Queen's enemies are my enemies, no matter what shape they take.
Prepare to suffer.
You're kidding, right?
Sneak attacks are for the weak.
Bring it! Now that's funny.
Logan just beat up a Quaggan, and that makes me a little sad.
The Watch Knight is formidable, Your Majesty, but I'm not quite ready to declare it your new champion.
I could say the same about you, human. Crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
Tears. Is this some kind of joke? If it is, I'm not laughing.
Time's wasting. Let's finish this.
This has gone on long enough. Countess Anise, shut down the Watch Knight.
It's not responding, my queen. Something or someone's interfering with your control.
I hate to be the bearer of more bad news, but we've got party crashers. Trust me, I've seen this kind of thing before.
Not like this, you guys. Those are the Aetherblade pirates that have been causing trouble in my own parish.
Someone protect the queen until I can get past this overgrown wind-up toy.
Looks like we've got work to do, Bram. Come on, there's almost enough for both of us.
Who needs sham combat when we've got the real thing? Kabam!
Kabam, says Bram. Let's go ahead and fight back against the Aetherblades, who we just dealt with a bunch of Aetherblades in the last 3 episodes, and we can see more here as well, who have crushed the party as they have come in on an airship. So while their captain may have been taken into custody, they are still a very dangerous threat and are presumably working for somebody else, maybe that mysterious bee woman that we have heard a bit about. Let's go ahead and just keep killing a few Aetherblades here and there while we can. And then we just need to defend Jennah.
These things have an off switch, now's the time to flip it.
You're the Char emissary, yes? I'd love to, but someone has overridden our control of the entire pavilion.
How does that work? Whoever's taken over would have to be close by. Very close.
I agree. And if you cast your eyes to the top of that pillar, you'll see someone who shouldn't be there. That gives us a target. Rather, it gives you a target. Are you proficient with that bow?
Proficient enough. Keep these goons away from my bow arm and stand back.
We have a suspicious figure over there. So let's go ahead and defend Rox until she can make her shot. I couldn't find her at first. But we can see her just standing over there on that pillar. And if you target her, it looks like it might be a Savari. So let's go ahead and just defend Rox. Go ahead, stay here as she takes aim, and the suspicious figure just teleported.
Now, I'm sure you are better shot than that.
And she speaks.
Missed. Better get those eyes checked.
Shut up. I would have hit her, but she blinked away. Now be quiet, you're jinxing me.
Let's continue this way. More and more Aetherblades are showing up. I wonder if this counts towards our achievements while it being in this chapter, even though the Aetherblade achievement is in a past chapter. And now we can see her over here in the bandit area. So we just need to continue to defend her. There she is, a very interesting looking character where she's wearing like black and red. Rox takes aim again.
Burn this. I missed again. I knew Bram was jinxing me.
I thought you said you could handle that weapon.
I can't. Just give me one more shot.
And this individual seems a little maniacal, kind of making fun of the entire situation and just taunting Rox and everybody else right now. And where Rox is definitely getting a little frustrated from that. I'm getting frustrated by this circle just a tiny bit. Where the hitbox seems a little weird in this mission. But it also has to do with the amount of enemies that are in the circle compared to allies. And I think it's all allies and not necessarily just me. Where it's just literally this group of Aetherblades. And then stand in the circle where we can see this suspicious figure up there.
Oh, it's third time is the charm, I suppose.
And it looks like Rox hit her.
Bullseye. Who needs their eyes checked now, Mr. Novelty?
You did. Remind me, how many shots did it take you to hit the mark?
That's it. Frostbite, if Bram says one more nasty thing about my aim, sting him to death.
We're making progress, Your Majesty. The arena gate should lower momentarily.
I'm glad to hear it, but we need to deactivate the Watch Knight attacking Captain Thackeray.
Still working on it, my queen. Our technicians can't break through the interference.
Unacceptable. We have no more time. Destroy it.
Let's go ahead and destroy the Watch Knight. I always love chatting with Queen Jennah as a female Savari because the voice actress is the same for both characters. So it's kind of like always having a conversation with yourself, but always flows and works very well. Let's go ahead and try to stun him. There we go. And then we can go ahead and just spin to win and defeat this Watch Knight. You can see Logan attacking her, where she said, "All the games we'll play, this hasn't been disappointing."
What happened here? This was supposed to be an exhibition. How did that thing know about Ritlock?
Don't be so sensitive, Captain. When you stepped in as the sole combatant, I decided to add a slightly more personal touch.
We'll discuss your personal touch later, Countess. Right now, I insist we shut down this pavilion for a full investigation.
I respectfully disagree. Whoever did this clearly intended to disrupt our celebration. We cannot let them succeed.
Anise is correct. This event isn't just a festival. It's a statement to the world. I will not let that statement be undermined.
As you command. But I am beginning an investigation, and I am doubling the number of Seraph patrolling the city.
Of course. I want to know why the Aetherblades attacked, and what they have to do with the disruption of our Watch Knights.
Good luck, Captain. Let me know if I can help. In the meantime, the least I can do is enjoy the festivities on your behalf.
That was a lot more fun than I expected. You think the metal thing's going crazy was part of the exhibition?
Hard to say. And as the Black Citadel's official envoy, I should probably keep my opinions to myself.
Boring. I smell trouble and a chance for glory. Why don't you use that VIP status to get us in on some action?
I knew bringing you along was a good idea. Come on, let's get involved in stuff that's none of our business.
Thanks for jumping in back there.
Happy to help. Consider it part of the Black Citadel's ongoing partnership with Divinity's Reach.
Yep. Nothing like a little mayhem to spice up a party. Kabam!
I've still got a job to do. I can't leave Kryta or its queen in the hands of protectors I don't trust.
Things seem all right now. There are shambouts and practice fights happening all over the arena, and the Watch Knights are all behaving.
But for how long? We need to take a closer look at these things, find out what went wrong, and keep it from happening again.
Count us in. I want another shot at that pillar person. We're at your disposal, Captain. And if you don't mind me saying, the real Tribune Brimstone would never talk to a comrade like that. I know it.
Except he did. Once upon a time, he said those very words to me.
Oh, well, he wouldn't say them again. I just know it.
And mission complete, the opening ceremony, where we can go ahead and get our rewards. And then let's leave the area to plan our next move, because there definitely seems to be a situation going on with these Watch Knights and that mysterious figure who may potentially be that bee we were talking about. But 2 weeks after that, we can go ahead and come into our Mayo, and where Queen Jennah will conclude with a closing ceremony in Divinity's Reach. Her Majesty will be in attendance, along with her esteemed guests and emissaries from across Tyria. Her Majesty will close the festivities with remarks at the new Colosseum built on the former site of the Great Collapse in Divinity's Reach, where we basically just had like a little bit of a time skip in the story in the matter of a second, and we can now see that it is closed down there as we are closing up the ceremonies. Let's go ahead and load into the Queen's address. And we have a bunch of Watch Knights all around here, and we will participate in the festivities on our own time once the festival rolls around, which is actually going to be soon enough. I don't entirely remember the date, but it's coming up
I
soon.
like this party. It's not quite a Kragstead moot, but Crichtons definitely know how to stage a celebratory fight.
Sadly, we have to stop fighting for now. It's almost time for the closing ceremonies, and I'm expected. Official duties and all.
Oh, good. Another speech. I'll go and listen. When she's done talking, I'm back to beating on those mechanical men.
Thank you all for coming. This event is ending, but humanity's resolve will never waver. We have withstood every challenge thrown at us, because unity is our strength. Together, there is nothing we cannot withstand.
That's my cue. Hello, DR. My name is Scarlet, and I've come to play with you. Don't panic. Yet. I've been laughing my leaves off while your queen brays about trials and endurance. It's time to show how fragile human society is. To wit, these watch nights you're so proud of? Mine now. I've also planted a few bombs around the city to keep things lively. Bet you can't find them all. Ta for now. See you soon. Oh, and I'll be taking your queen with me. Hang on, Your Majesty. It's going to be a wild ride.
Never fear, my queen. Lord Farron will save you. Well, now that I did not expect.
I should mention there are 4 bombs.
Finally, some action. Come on, Rox.
Where so much chaos has just happened, where let's go ahead and try to work on disarming these bombs, where we have 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and we see that individual, the bee that we have been learning a little bit about, is Scarlet Briar, the person behind all of this. Where let's go ahead and get up towards this area where we do have an achievement here to disarm all the bombs within an even shorter time limit. So let's get up here where we can see a watchwork bomb, and we can see another force of Scarlet, where we have dealt with the Molten Alliance, with the Flame Legion and the Dredge, and we have dealt with the Aether Blades, and now we can see that she has taken some of the technology of humanity in the form of the Watch Knights and have created her the Twisted Watch Knights from them, which are very, very, I guess you could say, metal looking in multiple senses of the word. Let's go ahead and get over towards this bomb over here. And there's a lot of chaos going on. We have Logan and Anise around here with the Shining Blade, and some different citizens and delegates, and where it looks like Lord Farron fell into the pavilion, which is unfortunate, but he did kind of save Queen Jennah's life. He tried to save Queen Jennah's life, but her situation was fine, although he didn't know that. So he is definitely a very heroic person, which is cool. Let's go ahead and destroy. I don't think we need to do that right now. Let's just try to destroy this bomb really quickly. And then let's get down this way to this watchwork bomb over here. Looking at our timer, we have 1 minute and 2 seconds. So we dealt with this bomb, and we need to be very quick to get down here. Or let's try to spot where the bomb is. It looks like it's up there, so we're going to want to go up the staircase really quickly. We have 47 seconds. So let's go ahead and swap to get some swiftness. And then we just entered combat again. And let's just skip over everything right now and run straight to the bomb just to disarm this. We can destroy that, and we got the achievement. We can see Hobotron down there, where there are more bombs.
Oh, I remember. Right where the Seraph are gathering up the civilians.
Gods. She's bombed our evacuation point. My soldiers. All those civilians.
Right, let's go ahead and run this way, where she just killed a ton of civilians and also some soldiers, and this twisted nightmare has appeared. Right, let's go ahead and just launch everything we can at this to avenge the civilians alongside Logan Thackeray. Hobotron over there, who is a reference or a character from Winter's Day, which is another festival that we will experience in a very long time now. Let's go ahead and just focus on this Twisted Nightmare, who is actually decently powerful. Launches grenades, reflective shield, launches, and knocks down. So I maybe should save the URL weaklings for the stun break, which is going to be good. And then we can try to get this break bar down really quickly. Just blocked one of his attacks there. There goes the break bar, and we can try to get in a little bit of extra damage. And as we are attacking this, it looks like it's kind of breaking apart a little bit, which is very, very cool. Go ahead and use these attacks like that. And it is almost destroyed. Just a few more.
Don't waste your time, Lord. This is bigger than them. Than any of you.
Alright, let's make sure Queen Jennah is safe. Let's run back up here where everyone is located.
Forgive the deception, Logan. Countess Anisa's security measures depended on as few people as possible knowing about them.
I'm glad you're safe, but I'm your a Seraph captain. How can I serve if I'm not informed?
Don't be petulant. My job is to protect the Queen from her enemies. Yours is to seek out and destroy those enemies. There were indications of a threat, so I concealed the real Queen until it revealed itself. Now it has, and it's spreading. Reports from all over the globe tell of portals releasing Scarlet's twisted minions. What are you doing about it?
A fair question. Scarlet can't be allowed to complete whatever it is she started, and she must be punished for the attempt.
Very well. Scarlet is the problem and she's in the pavilion. If she's using portals to send things out, we use portals to send things in.
Marshal whatever forces you need, Captain. Scarlet and her minions must be rooted out of that pavilion to face Krytan justice.
And do hurry. The sooner we get in, the sooner we rescue the VIP hostages. Poor Farron. Who'd have thought he had hero in him?
What's the situation, Captain? Bram and I are ready if you need us.
I'd welcome the help. Scarlet's clearly been planning this for a long time, and she's several steps ahead of us. We have to catch up, fast. Our top priorities are to neutralize her minions and find a way into that pavilion.
Neutralize means break, right? Because I can do that.
That'll work for her minions, but the door doesn't look breakable. We're gonna need an alternative. Maybe portals.
I was talking to the Asuran dignitary, Vorp. He's an engineer with a background in Asura gates and teleportation equipment.
Perfect. See if he's ready and willing to help. In the meantime, I'll organize Seraph patrols to protect the streets.
Let's go ahead and chat with Emissary Vorp.
We need a way into Scarlet's playhouse. Ready to put your thermo-technical skills to use on behalf of DR?
Of course, I know of this Scarlet. She earned advanced engineering degrees at each of Ratasum's colleges in record time. Engineering prodigy, they said. Intuitive grasp of phenomenological design and transcendent systems. I say, I hate a show-off, especially when they're showing me up. Count me in. Taking down Scarlet is a matter of Asuran pride.
Asuran pride and human survival. Now let's put our heads together and figure out a way into that pavilion.
Closing ceremony complete. Right, let's go ahead and get our rewards here. Where once again, let's leave the area to plan our next move, where we got a little bit of open world content to play through, and where we're constructing our portal back door, and we can go ahead and chat with Emissary Vorp located right over here, and we can see a portal right there. Where go ahead and get to it, Vorp, and we can find the first portal invasion in Gendarn Fields, the first site. So we have over in Dysa Plateau and a little bit in Wayfarer Foothills, we had like Flame of Frost stuff going on. Then in Bloodtide Coast, we had some of the Aetherblade Sky Pirate stuff going on. And now we got in Gendarn Fields, we have some of this Clockwork Chaos stuff going on. And I'll go to the waypoint closest to the Aetherblade site. And I think the site we actually have to go to is actually close to this waypoint, if I recall correctly. And every 2 hours, there's actually a meta event that takes place in Gendarn Fields that you can participate in, where you fight some of the different like clockwork machines coming through the portals, and you can go ahead and just defeat them to save Gandharan fields. But I'm not particularly interested in trying to grab that meta event, where I'm definitely not doing every meta event and every event in Guild Wars 2 throughout this Let's Play series as we have explored, and I'll carefully pick and choose which ones I do, and it's probably going to be a fair few. But we have this mysterious essence here.
Well done. You've located the attack site. This is very useful data. That sample forced me to rethink some of my assumptions. Now I need intel from an eyewitness to one of her portal attacks.
So let's go ahead and mount up onto our raptor, and let's come this way where we have a few different eyewitnesses around the Ascalon settlement. And let's go ahead and try to get up here. This place always reminds me of Ascalon City in the original Guild Wars. They did a very good job with this place. But let's go ahead, chat with this child who is offering us an apple, and we can ask about Scarlet, where her sister ran through the gate screaming. She looked really scared. I don't think she was hurt. So it looks like they took another prisoner. Let's go ahead and run this way really quickly. We got Caprice Vaughn right here, like very cool, relatively random NPC, a Seraph Lieutenant. And then let's go ahead and just quickly chat with the other two. We have a citizen right here that we can chat with.
I need a focusing crystal from an Aether Blade Captain, the oscillating diaphragm of a twisted aura, and a translocator beacon from one of her giant portals.
And now we have to go get 3 different items, 2 right here and 1 down there. So let's go ahead and just run to the areas we need to. Right over here is a discarded crystal. Aether Blades are attacking. We'll see if I can get the item. Nope, we have to kill the Aether Blades first. Go ahead and just deal with them, and then get the discarded crystal really quickly.
There's a sort of pattern to Scarlet's madness, but the more I catch a glimpse of it, the less I want to proceed.
Very interesting comment from Vorp there. And then we can go ahead and head over towards this little pirate area, where I'm guessing we can find the Sky Pirate thing inside of here. I actually spent a fair bit of time down in that cave until I realized it's probably up here, and we actually have Twisted Wreckage with some more Aether Blades attacking us. So let's go ahead and just quickly deal with them. Got a Swashbuckler here, and then let's get the Twisted Wreckage, where I'm guessing Vorp is going to have something to say about this.
Just one more component. You've got this.
Where we can now go all the way over here, and I'll use the waypoint once I'm out of combat, and we can visit this area. Somewhere along right here, we got damaged beacon. Let's go ahead and interact with this, and once again the Aether Blades are here to attack us. We can easily defeat all of them. We got a veteran one here. Let's focus down really quickly. They are level 29 and we are scaled down. Then the striker, and now let's get the damage beacon, the last component we need.
Amazing work. Come back to me in Divinity's Reach and I'll install those final components. We'll stop her yet.
And now we can head back towards Divinity's Reach, just like he wants.
How interesting.
We have completed Clockwork Invasion, and now we have Scarlet's Playhouse, which is going to be the big mission of this Living World episode. But I think I'm going to go ahead and not continue with that, and we'll look at it next time, where we can enter into the story mission right here. So we can just wait right here. Or I want to come into the achievements page really quickly, where we have like the normal like episode achievements, but we also have a special section that coincides with this episode, where we have Emissary Vorp's Field Assistant, where we completed 4 of the achievements, and now we can go ahead and just stop 5 of the invasions, and then we get this achievement, and then we also get this achievement as well. So maybe I'll end up doing this one day on or off screen. But then we also got Clockwork Chaos, which we do have some more stuff to do for this. And we also have the investigative study that I want to look at, where there's actually one inside of the opening ceremony I forgot to grab, so I'll grab it on another character, but I'll just read it really quickly. where it is a letter to the Queen. The Watch Knights are ready for your reveal during the Jubilee at the Crown Pavilion. It was an honor working with you to design the capstone of our people, the ultimate protectors of our city, our culture. The Watch Knights being used in today's demonstration has been specifically calibrated with the information provided by Lady Anise. The request may have been a little last minute, but I made sure that the machine is functioning as intended. I will be away during the event attending the family in Beetleton, but the rest of the Royal Engineers Corps will be in service. Your grandmother would be so proud. May the Queen's light carve us a path. Sierra Hawthorne, lead Royal Engineer. And this is an interesting character who you can actually chat with during the festival, but that's only during the festival, which is for another future video. And then Scarlet's Playhouse and the rest of this episode is for a future video as well. Where I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode of Living World Season 1, and we are basically now halfway done with the entirety of Living World Season 1, which is pretty exciting. But I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember to drink some water and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time in the world of Tyria. Goodbye.